across upstate New York and is closely watching the strike involving port workers. ERL usually has 40 to 50 trucks moving a day. Right now, it's more like 10. The port workers are asking for more money and less automation. A 65-year-old Cooperstown man was killed in a crash when he tried to avoid hitting a deer in the town of Morris. State police say Michael Welsh went off the road and crashed into a fence post Tuesday. It was on Highway 23. His passenger was taken to Bassett Healthcare with non-life-threatening injuries. The City of Utica Recreation Department will soon offer an after-school program at the Parkway Rec Center. It starts October 15th and is for Utica students in grades 7 through 12. Basketball, kickball, yoga, homework help. It's free thanks to a grant from the Edwin Wattis Foundation. For updates on these stories and more, head to WKTV.com.
Central New York weather.
It's being brought to you by Helio Health in Utica. Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 73. For tonight, partly cloudy, low 47. And then for tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, high 75. Right now, we are at 48 degrees downtown. The weekend, blinding lights, live and local with Big Papa in the morning. In the morning. Mix 102.5. Let's go. Oh, your days? What's all your days? What's going on, Strayan? Oh, you're zesty? Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my. Happy Thursday. What's going on, Alabama? We're in upstate New York here. I can answer any question. What's up? That is Sabrina Carpenter, Mix 102.5 with Big Papa in the morning. We're live in Logal. We are looking out for Mixes in the Clouds today. Highs in the 70s right now, 48 degrees downtown. Lots of stuff to do today. Why? Let me tell you why. Teacher's timeout is today. It literally, as soon as you get out of work, teachers, oh, honey, teachers, I'm talking to you, teachers. When you get out of work, make your way over to Pizza Boys, New York Mills. We're having a teacher appreciation happy hour. We're calling it Teacher's Timeout. Literally, the first 50 teachers in the house will get, we got a real nice prize pack for you. And so that is yours. All I have to do is show us your school ID. And then after the first 50, show us your school ID and you can still register for all kinds of stuff, including gift certificates, including we got tickets to the Comets. We got tickets to shows, the Tina Turner musical. We got tickets to that we're going to be giving away. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So whether you're a teacher or not, please come and enjoy. We got 2-for-1 specials on like White Claw and wine and draft beer. I'll be playing some music. It's going to be fun. You don't have to be a teacher to attend. However, to win the prizes, you do have to be a teacher. So grab your crew. Come on down. Starting at 3:30, Pizza Boys in New York Mills. Thanks to our friends at AP Master Images, Olney's Flowers. We shall be there. And big stuff today. Lead guitars for the Bret Michaels Band. Yeah, Pete Evick. Actually, one of my really close friends. So it's really weird interviewing like a friend of mine, because I know half the answers, but trying to do it in a way where, yeah, it'll be fun though. So we got that coming up this morning as well. So listen, it's foggy out. Be careful. Put on your big boy, big girl underoos, grab some caffeine, and let's make the best of this Thursday, okay?
Big Papa in
If you had 6 purple marbles in a bag, 5 green and 1 yellow, and you added 1 green and took the yellow out, picking a purple marble. That's a good question. And what is the answer? That is a good question. I wasn't very good in math growing up. So, okay. Good. Grab one and have him do it for me. Okay, 50-50 chance. There you go. See? Nailed it. You're asking me questions like I'm smart. No. Definitely not smart. $50-50. How's that? That work? See, I'm helping. You're welcome. See if you ever feel like meh, just go back to this and you'll feel smarter about yourself. Zero. You're acting like I'm fully like caffeinated. 50%. 50-50. How's that? How'd I do? Nailed it. $50-50. How's that? Well, I will check it out. Wake up, you need to make money. It's Mix 102.5 with Big Papa in the morning. We're live, we are local, and we're looking at Mix of Sun and Clouds today with high in the 70s. Right now, foggy and 48 degrees. Oh, honey, it's foggy outside. Post Malone, Morgan Wallen on a Thursday morning. Come on. I'll be back. The only one. Ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Up to you. I had some help. The Turning Stone Event Center, Saturday, October 19th. Tickets are available now. Turningstone.com. Since the invention of the Party Gras, doing tours and doing the tour with Brett, you've been with him for over 20 years at this point, but doing the tours and adding in all these different elements and different artists has got to be fun for you.
It's certainly a lot of fun, getting to play some of those songs with the guys that wrote those songs is always 20 years ago when I started playing Every Rose with Brett, there was a feeling to that is hard to explain when you're an actual fan of those songs. And the same thing, to get on stage and play those Twisted Sister songs. Twisted Sister was the first band I'd ever seen live, and Dee has been a good friend of mine for a long time. So that is incredible. And then to Mark McGrath and playing those Sugar Ray songs, I was a gigantic fan of Sugar Ray, and to go on stage and play Fly is an incredible feeling. And then the legendary stuff, the Journey songs and the Foreigner songs, those songs are part of not just music history but American culture. And to stand there with Lou Gramm and play those songs is just a ridiculous feeling. So for me personally, getting to do those kind of things is incredible.
It's got to be interesting, and I find myself checking myself as well. All of a sudden, you're in a situation, and you look around, and you're like, "Oh wow, I can't believe who's around me." Don't fan out. Don't fan out. Don't fan out. Act professional. Act professional. Don't fan out.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very much. It always gets that way for me all the time. Some of the people I've made friends with over the years, I was a gigantic Kiss fan, and in the '80s, the post makeup era Kiss fan, they had a guitar player. His name was Bruce Kulick, and just yesterday Bruce had texted me with something I just can't believe. I look at my phone, and Ace Frehley, the original Kiss guitar player, Kiss and Van Halen are the two bands that are the reason I do what I do, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, two members of Kiss communicate with me on a normal basis. I'm a professional. I'm supposed to handle myself as a pro, but sometimes you can't, man. I often say to Brett, Brett's favorite, two bands in the world are Lynyrd Skynyrd and Aerosmith, and I tell him, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I go, you may have had all the success in the world, and you may have your plane, and you may have your mansions and all the things, but you're never going to be in a band with Steven Tyler. I get to be in a band with you, and every once in a while I say that, and it strikes this. You can see it in his eyes that it makes sense,
No, absolutely. Like I remember when I came out and saw you guys out in Massachusetts. I just remember sitting on the side of the stage. We're watching Night Ranger. All of a sudden, these guys come around. We're passing around a bottle of Jack Daniels, and
right.
and next thing I know, I hand it off to the right, and I didn't know there was just a couple guys just kind of chilling. Next thing I knew, I don't watch the show. It was the freaking Jokers, the
Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, the Impractical Jokers. And so they hand me back the bottle, and then I hand it over to you, and I look over in my corner, and Mark McGrath's like in my blind spot, and I'm like, what the hell is going on right now?
Yeah, Brett has turned it into a rolling circus and a rolling party, and even like you just brought up the Impractical Jokers and the one night I'm a gigantic Star Wars fan, and not Pedro Pascal, but Pedro Pascal is the guy that plays the Mandalorian when he takes the helmet off, but the guy that is actually in the suit is Brendan Wayne, which is John Wayne's grandson. He came out, and we got to be buddies now, and I'm a giant Star Wars fan, so the fact that I'm buddies with the Mandalorian is insane. But other than the guests singing with us, that there's always a bunch of celebrities. It's turning into a thing to go see, and people coming around and seeing it, like the Impractical Jokers and a lot of the football players that Brett knows and loves and hangs out with come out, and you never know who's going to be there. It's turned into a really exciting thing.
It really is, and the party is on the stage, and that's what brings everything in. It's Bret Michaels Party Gras, Turning Stone Event Center, Saturday, October 19th. Tickets available now, turningstone.com. More Pete Abbott coming up here, Mix 102.5.
Big Papa in the morning.
25 departments and state-of-the-art campus will continue to modernize care. Slocum Dixon is excited to welcome Dr. Sukiyama and Dr. Miniga to our growing pediatric department
where we conduct routine checkups and same-day sick visits.
and help families from my hometown lead healthy lifestyles and navigate medical care.
With a lab on site, we save you time and maximize your care.
With over 100 providers, your first stop is Slocum Dixon. Generations of care in your backyard.
Hey, power sports enthusiasts, the event you've been waiting for is here. Join us at the 24th Annual Bay's Power Sports Show from October 4th to the 6th. Discover the latest snowmobiles, ATVs, UTVs, motorcycles, and more. Enjoy great deals on gear and accessories. Talk to industry experts, test drive new ATVs, and watch the BMX Stunt Show. Don't miss vintage snowmobiles and Sunday Swap Meet. Ignite your passion at the Expo Center, New York State Fairgrounds. Visit Bay'sPowerSportsShow.com for tickets. Brunch at Bay's is the only way to spend your weekend. Follow Mimosa, Bloody Mary flights, classic breakfast, and some new instant classics. Boozy Brunch at Babe's Saturday and Sundays from 9 to 2. Breakfast quesadillas, loaded avocado toast. Babe's is open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner with Boozy Brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Visit us at babesutica.com.
When you want it fast and fresh, Cliff's Local Market delivers. From pizza to delicious subs, wraps, salads, and even snacks, get it delivered right to your door. Our fresh, made-to-order food is the perfect solution for busy families. Whether it's after a long day of work and school or a movie night in with the kids, Cliff's Delivery makes it easy. Order online today at cliffslocalmarket.com. Cliff's Local Market. We keep you going.
Calling all cheese lovers, Little Falls is the place to be for the Little Falls Cheese Festival on Saturday, October 5th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Try over 120 cheeses, plus enjoy 5 blocks of vendors, including food, craft beverages, live music, and food trucks. Don't miss New York State's premier gathering of cheesemakers on Saturday, October 5th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Little Falls Cheese Festival. Admission and shuttle parking are free.
Looking for the ultimate fall adventure? Burnfield Farm Winery in Clinton has vibrant fall foliage and delectable wines. Open every day. Enjoy a glass of their handcrafted wines while relaxing on the scenic deck. And don't miss their
You're right.
No, you won't do the same.
Oh, you are so right, Bruno Mars.
You wouldn't do the same.
Not for a grenade.
You never do the same.
I mean, you could throw in a Jersey Shore joke in there. You know, I'll take that grenade, you know, if need be. But come on, Mix 102.5. Big Papa in the morning time. We got Mixes in the Clouds today. High 73 right now. We are at 48 degrees downtown. Coming up more with Pete Evick, lead guitarist for Bret Michaels Band. Get into that coming up in about 5. But right now, Teddy Swims. This is The Door. Mix 102.5. Good morning. Hate, hate, hate. Shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off. Good morning, everybody. Had to do a quick post on this, all the stations, whatchamacallit, all the stations social. Because we have a, whatchamacallit, we have a teacher appreciation happy hour that we're doing today. Calling a teacher's timeout. We had these little mugs made. So I had to do it this morning so people, you know, hey, today, but if waited any longer, not as many people see it, blah, 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 blah. Or like they say in Hotel Transylvania, blah, blah, blah. How are you guys doing this morning? Veggie Saturday. I'm running on Dunkin' this morning. She's like, oh my God, I just want to shake. Listen, I get to do what I love for a living. I get to hang out with you guys every day. I mean, come on. Life is good. Break, break, break. Papa in the morning, Mix 102.5. Pete Avick, Bret Michaels Band, getting ready for Bret Michaels Party Gras, Turning Stone Event Center, Saturday, October 19th at the Turning Stone. People, can you tell the story of how I ended up opening up for you guys at the State Fair last year?
I mean, I don't know what story there is to tell. Bret and me both love you. Bret's a giant fan, and you are great at what you do, and the opportunity for you to shine was there, so we all took the opportunity.
Well, honestly, that was actually the thing, because like everyone knows that you and I are friends, and we've been friends for a long time at this point, but it wasn't like, hey, buddy, you know, it would be really cool if it literally was Bret during mid-conversation, oh, yeah, by the way, why don't you open up for me tomorrow at the State Fair? And then you calling me, all right, what did Bret say? What? Okay, let's put this together. It literally happened like that. It was one of those like split second, oh, this makes sense, it felt good, let's do it kind of deals. Right,
and now we're doing it again.
Yeah, and I'm eternally grateful for that. For Grandma B stole all my comps. That's that, you know, I was going to ask that. That was one of the things I wanted to ask you about, because part of me wanted to hold it close to the vest. You know, when I do things like this, because the whole like cool by association thing. How do I want to phrase this? Being able to tell people no is hard. How are you able to do that city to city to city?
You know, that's an interesting question. And, you know, again, I've been a Bret's fan 21 years, but I've been in the business and on the road for 36 years. And, are you asking how do you about telling people no, they can't get in free and stuff like that? Is that what you're asking about?
Well, you know, it's one of those like, when you're a friend, like a true friend, it's almost like it's not even, you don't have to worry about it. But it's the people that are just like coming out of the woodwork. They haven't talked to you in 2 years. And next thing, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, something cool's going on. Oh, hey, I haven't talked to you in forever. Like that kind of stuff, you know?
So, I don't want to sound bitter. And I don't know if it's bitterness or it's just wisdom with the years, but there's you get to a point, at least again me after 36 years, I get to the point where it's like I'm done pretending to be nice. I am a nice guy and I am genuine, and anyone that knows me knows that I don't fake it. I like to believe I'm one of the kindest guys you'll ever meet in the music industry, but I'm also firm and speak what's on my mind. And if I don't like something, that, Big Papa.
Absolutely.
I will speak what's on my mind. And as I've gotten older, I've just realized that those people should be embarrassed of themselves. That you haven't spoken to me in 5, 10, 15 years, and I come through town, and 9 times out of 10, they don't even want to come to the show. They're trying to show off for their friends that they know you. It's a long line of descent how it works, and I just don't care anymore. It's like, if you really – here's the bottom line. If you claim to support me or even Brett, the support comes in buying the ticket. Mm-hmm. Show us, buy the ticket. Just like I said the other day, that concert I went to, that when the rain in Ocean City, I didn't tell Mark McGrath I was coming. I went there and I missed him because of the weather. But I have this thing. I've done this to Brett a bunch of times. I've bought Poison tickets and I've gone and sat on the lawn and I take a picture of me with them in the background, and I wait till I know he's on his bus, and I know that he's on his way out of town, and I send him a picture and I say, "Great show tonight." And that's my way of showing that even though I'm your guitar player and I'm high up in the music industry and I can come and go as I want, I still support even the big stars. And so for me, if I'm going to do that with all I've done and all I've earned, then buy a ticket. That's what this. When you go, I've supported you for 30 years, but yet I got you backstage parking and you ate my catering and you sit in my dressing room and you drank my liquor. I'm supporting you. You're not supporting me at that moment.
No,
you know what I mean?
However, the catering was really, really good, though, Pete. Pete Havoc, Brett Michaels, man. Brett Michaels Party Garage, Turning Stone Event Center, Saturday, October 19th, turningstone.com. More with Pete coming up here.
Big Papa in the morning.
Spoken to in months. Then all of a sudden, I'm their best friend. Good morning, repeats. I embrace the question in my heart and welcome the answers in their own time. Well, cheers to that. Cheers. Joe Tahan's Furniture. You guys must think I have like, it is so, you guys must think I have like commercial Tourette's. It is so foggy outside right now. You too, Ladybug. It's tough because like I realize you can see the reflection of the TV in the background. Let me turn it off. See, normally you can see the buildings in the back there and whatnot. Whoop. There we go. Joe Taham Furniture. There we go. Ta-da. Oof. Who's that ugly mug? Oof. What was Home Alone? Butch's girlfriend. Woof. Buzz's girlfriend. Woof. Bum, bum, ba, dun, 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 dun. For a limited time, $9.99.com for a limited time. A .com, a .org, a .this and .that.
See for yourself during the open house and member appreciation week at the YMCA's in Rome and Oneida, starting October 7th. All week you can try some classes, get in the fitness centers or pool. See how the Y works for you for free. New members, no joining fees. Save up to $75. Giveaways all week too. That's October 7th through the 13th at the Rome and Oneida Ys. Come join us.
Love to save? You'll love your Advantage card. This week, get Market 32 pre-thrown chicken breasts, cutlets, strips, thighs, or tenders. Buy one, get one free. And 10-count Starbucks coffee K-Cups, 12-ounce bags, or select varieties of 32.
So what's going on in your world today, guys? What's up?
Lesser value free. Mix and match.
What's up?
With your Advantage card. Only a Price Chopper and Market 32.
Miscreant. Thank you for the follow. Work. Yay. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for passing along some loving and good vibes. That's how we roll. Still got a minute. That's how we roll here. Morning, Tom. How you feeling, brother? You feeling any better?
Nowhere sells their stocks more pre-owned vehicles than Drivers Village. 500 used available, including over 300 SUVs and trucks. 100 certified.
Oh.
Price
Bum,
below $29,000.
ba, ba, dum. Good.
Stop into the DB Buying Center and get it appraised instantly. Over 500 used, one location. Shop for used
My man.
everywhere at Drivers Village. See more at dbused.com.
Shop with confidence at Mattress Express with our brand name low price guarantee. When you buy a mattress at Mattress Express, if you see it advertised locally within 30 days of purchase, bring it to
Bet you regretted that one. Came home and just literally laid down, huh? 7:02 with Big Papa in the morning. We're live and local. Mix of sun and clouds today. High 73. Right now, 48 degrees downtown. It is foggy, so please be careful, all right? How about some Glass Animals on a Thursday morning? Utica Roll. Time I was thinking about is you in the middle of June. So somebody hopped on the station YouTube Twitch stream before I hopped on here, because I'll just pop that on. And somebody was trying to like do all these riddles and stuff. Good morning, Jody. I'm like, you. Wow, Shane's mom. That's a little aggressive right there. It's naughty. It's barely 7 o'clock. It's funny. You said that your thing says you're spreading positivity, but you're just being straight up mean right now. Wow. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, look, she went bye-bye. Bye-bye. I don't talk to one of my regulars like that. Who the fuck do you think you are? Goddamn. Mad annoying. Bleh. Morning, Angelina. How are you? And Jody, if you could work on not being mad annoying, that'd be great for us. No, just playing. I'm playing. Yeah, listen, life's too short for that shit. Seriously? Listen, this is about fun. You know, this is about fun. This is about positive stuff. This is about making the best of each day. Being safe space to like share things if if need be. You know, if you want to. I mean, granted, I'm down to read a Twitter beef or a Facebook argument, but just don't do it on my live. Has nothing to do with me. .06 at Mix 102.5 with Big Papa in the morning. We're live and local, and news being brought to you by our friends at Tony's Pizzeria in Whitesboro.
From the News Channel 2 newsroom, I'm Kristen Copeland. A man in jail in New Jersey appeared in Oneida County Court yesterday via video conference. Howard Griswold is charged with manslaughter and vehicular manslaughter for the death of Shayna Chord of Utica. State police say Griswold was speeding last November when he crashed in Verona, killing his passenger. Authorities are still working to bring Griswold here. The Utica Zoo says its hyena, Amara, has been diagnosed with breast cancer and is receiving comfort care. In her honor, the zoo hosted the Upstate Medical University mobile mammography van yesterday. Women visiting the zoo spent 15 minutes to get a screening. We have the van's upcoming schedule at WKTV.com. Happening Saturday, Professor Lally and his underlings return to the Utica Public Library for a one-night-only Halloween event. It's free thanks to a state grant, but you do have to register ahead of time. For updates on these stories and more, head to WKTV.com.
Central New York weather.
It's being brought to you by Bliss Environmental. We got a mix of sun and clouds today. High 73, partly cloudy tonight, low 47. Then for tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, high 75. Right now, it's super. Here's some amazing English. It's super foggy outside right now. That's what we got right there. It's 48 degrees. More Pete Havoc, lead guitar player for the Bret Michaels Band. Party Gras coming to the Turning Stone with some DJ you may know doing the opening act. We'll talk more with Pete coming up in about 5 minutes. Right now it's Hosier. It's Too Sweet. I'm Mix 102.5. Good morning to you. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Let's see. What did I miss? You know what's funny? You guys mentioned popcorn. Like, popcorn sounds really good right about now. Yeah. Vibin', thriving, labadibin. Leslie, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. What's funny is bacon. Like legit bacon? Like, because the smell of bacon would put me over the edge right now. That's where I'm at today. And it is hitting the spot. Ba-bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-na-na, ba-dum, bum, Boom, boom, boom. I wish I had an air fryer. Those seem like so easy and fun. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Bacon. So I legit had a moment this morning. Yeah. I got for Christmas one year, because my microwave went, I got a microwave that you could turn into an air fryer. And wait, it's bacon torn. Laura, I'm not sure. I think there's some words that got auto corrected up in there. Crispy bacon. It's funny, like my buddy does like banquet catering and stuff like that, and anytime he's got to do a breakfast, he throws the bacon in the oven. And I'm like, how do you not do it in the pan? Like, that's the only way I know how to do it, you know? Having it splatter all over the place and just smell up the house all nice and nummy and making a mess. Telling I'm next. All right, now I want an air fryer and bacon right now. And I definitely need to get a trim up before my event today. Look how scruffy that is. Laura, don't ever probably... Listen, I'm the king of auto-correcting. To the front. Laura, that's an inside joke. Somebody that just came in hot a little bit earlier. Oh, got the best of my, oh, got the best of my, oh. October 19th, Bret Michaels Party Gras, Turning Stone Event Center. Tickets are on sale now. TurningStone.com. Chatting with the musical director and lead guitarist for the Bret Michaels Band, Pete Evick. Pete, your son is getting into it, the Gavin Evick Band, and they're an absolute throwback. And they're so good. From a parent point of view, how is it for you to like sit back and watch them, and how much do you want to help, but at the same time you want to make them earn it? Talk about that dichotomy, because that's got to be an interesting thing.
It's interesting. I wasn't going to get involved, and I've always said from the very beginning that that parents getting involved with their kids in their music career is usually the biggest downfall. I always have example. I don't need to name any names, especially because you aren't from my area. But when I was a kid growing up, my parents were supportive but not involved, and I found my path because rock and roll is rebellious, and it's about youth and it's about the now. And I found my path, and I succeeded. Where I have several friends from back home whose parents were super involved. They were there all the time. They had opinions. They had adult opinions about something that's run by the youth, and it failed their children because their children never. I don't know if I'm making sense of it. So my point was, because of my lessons as a child and watching how that worked, I try to stay out of it. But the unfortunate thing is, I have the information, the knowledge, and the gateway to give him the chance. So I have to provide him with that. I have to give him the opportunities that I've given him, but he himself wants to pay his dues. There's not a lot of kids out there his age that are doing what he's doing. I mean, he's getting in a van and getting in airplanes and flying over and playing on the West Coast and playing. You know, he's been as north as Maine and and he's been all the way down to the Florida Keys, and he's been to the East Coast beaches, and he's been all the way up to Los Angeles.
He's putting that work in.
He's putting it in and making no money at it the old way. He's suffering for his art, and he wants to do that. The interesting thing that I have had a few people say to me, your kid sure is getting a free ride. And I actually say this to a lot of people. He's not getting a free ride. That product is great. He is genuine, and the songs and the videos are incredible, and I can open those doors, but the product had to speak for itself. People don't endorse stuff they don't like, no matter who you are, and so he's earning it. He's earning it, and he made a great product that I couldn't be more proud of.
Pete, it's a lot like going to a friend's restaurant. Like if a friend opens a restaurant, you'll go once and try it out for, as a common courtesy, just to check it out, to be supportive, but you'll go back and you'll do more if the quality is there. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're opening the door and someone's giving it a taste and them coming back for more. That's all on your son.
That's right. And they are coming back for more. And, it has nothing to do with it being my son. The last single, the video and the song are A-level quality products.
Young, Wild, and Free?
Yes.
So good.
Yeah. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. They are flawless. There's nothing wrong with the video or the song, and it's amazing that it's my son, but it is what it is. He did it right. Absolutely.
More of Pete Evick, Bret Michaels Band, the Party Gras, coming to Turning Stone Event Center Saturday, October 19th, with a chubby DJ opening up. Turningstone.com to get those tickets.
After a long day of a bunch of meetings,
Bam. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I got a little... This sounds stupid. I have a little, hitch in my nail. And I keep catching it on everything. Exactly. On company time. And you use Works toilet paper, even though it's never as good as yours at home. There are certain things you can go generic on. Toilet paper is not one of them. You also cannot go generic on plastic surgeon. Never use the plastic surgeon that offers BOGO deals. I forget which one I used. It's the ones with the ridges in it. It sounds so bad. The ridges. Oh, there's some Comfort Care. Damn it. Now I'm going to have to look. Yep. 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 Scott with the little ruffles have ridges on them. All day, day. See, I don't have to, because it's just me in the house, I don't have to buy toilet paper that much. Even though I have two bathrooms in my house. And when I do, I just grab like one of those 4-packs at a time. And I just go in and grab. Oh, you fancy, huh? Listen, there's certain things you just don't want to you just don't want to compromise on. And sometimes, you know, and a lot of times when it has to deal with your ass and making sure it's clean and comfortable. When I bought the house, there was a lot more people that were going to be living in it. Oldest son has his own. My youngest son and daughter share the one downstairs. 2 bathrooms. That'd be Scott, but do the comfort ones. Exactly, Tom. Because it's cheap. Cheap. Doobie-doobie-doo-doo.
From Passalacqua Associates Law Firm Studio. Criminal, DWI, injury. Passalacqua Associates. Why settle for less? This is Mix 102.5.
Seating, somewhere coming in. Back of your minds. And you don't know why. Skid knees and skid marks. Nice see if you use the Scott Comfort Control. No skid marks. Nope. Nada. Ixnay on the skid marks A. Everything you need. Everything inside of you that you wish you could be. Time. Know why. Put you together. Put you away. Room to discover. Oof, that was really bad. He's everything you want. He's everything you need. You wish you could be exactly the right time. Know why. So some really like Sherman and Bounty paper towels. If you get cheap paper towels, you end up using a whole roll on one spill. It's so annoying. Into the highway. So I'm walking into the station this morning, 5 o'clock, and I'm literally listening to something on my phone. Morning, Too Real. And I looked down, and I had to stop the music because there was somebody sleeping literally on the ground with their feet touching like a light pole. And I didn't know if they were homeless and sleeping or like not alive. And I didn't want to be the one to like check and see. I know it sounds bad, but like I only saw from like the knee down. And honestly, it spooked me. It's obviously they were just sleeping because nobody there was no emergency, because people drive by all the time because the hospital's like a block and a half away. So yeah, but then I don't want to get chased by a homeless guy at 5 o'clock in the morning when I am not fast by a stretch of the imagination. $7:26 at Mix 2.5 with Big Papa in the morning, live and local. Yeah, we're doing it up. Mix of sun and clouds today. High 73. Right now, 48 degrees downtown. Lots of the fog. So be the careful. Oh, the K? Oh, the K. Lead guitarist for the Bret Michaels Band. He's also the musical director, Pete Evick. Chatting with him more after Selena Gomez here on The Mix. Doom, 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 doom. Hello? Hello? Doom, 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 doom. Hello? Are you awake in there? Let me tell you something, Lance. Doobie-doo-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. This coffee is hitting the spot this morning. Holy shit. Yeah, we're doing a teacher appreciation happy hour thing this afternoon. So I'm gonna try to catch a nap beforehand. And a haircut and trim up, because not really. Yeah, it definitely needs it. I hate the fact that it's gray. The Hulk Hogan handlebar part isn't really, but then the rest is. I'm too young to have all these grays. It's some bullshit. The bacon's done. You pork product tease. Sorry. I've had him on the show before. Let me tell you something, Big Papa. Boop, 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 boop. Bubba-dum-bee, bubba-dum. Yeah, I was gonna try to do it yesterday, but my guy wasn't in. He's a one-chair barbershop, and I can just sit down. He knows exactly what to do, and I don't have to try to explain it. I always know what I'm getting. It's just one of those. I can drive by, and if there's a bunch of cars, I know that I'm not gonna stop because it sounds bad. I don't want to wait like an hour to sit down and get. Bobby Sue, I have no idea. No clue. See, I'm bad with that beard trimmer stuff because what I do is I'll like, I don't trust myself. And what I'll do is I'll overcompensate. I'll either go up. It's bad. And what ends up happening is I mess it up and then I have to shave my entire face. Then my face doubles in size and I look like a Cabbage Patch Kid. So, yeah. I'll leave it to the professionals. Legitimately, I get my hair and beard. I get it done like every 2 weeks. So, and if I have like important stuff, I'll get it done more. Chat with Pete Avick, Bret Michaels Band, Bret Michaels Party Gras, Turning Stone Event Center, Saturday, October 19th, turningstone.com. Pete, for people who have not been to a Bret Michaels show, a Party Gras show, and they want to come to this show coming up on the 19th, what can they expect?
It's full on party, full on energy, with a great DJ opening act. I hate to say more of the same, but more of the same is not a bad thing if it's something that you love. For 40 years, Bret has brought it, never gives less than 200%, and it's the exact same thing you're going to get this time too. Full on energy, full on party, and the world is in a funky place. There's war, and there's hurricane destruction, and there's political turmoil, and for a couple hours, Bret's sole goal always is to make you forget all of that stuff, and that's what we do.
Absolutely. And the last time that I saw you in person was at a show where Bret was having a medical thing. And it was, and if I'm telling tales out of school, please tell me I can edit this out. But before the show, you had that a look on your face. It was, long story short, he had the flu. It was coming out both ends, and it was, oh boy, we may end up canceling the show. No, he wants to power through. And it was, all right, when he's ready, we're going to go now. And he went up and he gave his entire being to that audience for a good hour and did a couple extra songs that weren't even on the set list, and ended up in the hospital that night with IV because he had given so much, because he wanted to entertain that crowd that paid money to see him that night.
I'm actually grateful you brought that up. Obviously, I think you being my friend followed it. There was a lot of question about this particular topic last week that made a lot of news on the internet between another member of Poison and some things that I had said. What you said is exactly right. And I made a post last week where I'd mentioned all the memories of his illnesses and all the stuff I've been through, where he does what you just exactly explained. And there's so many of them that I'd actually forgotten about that one till you just brought it up. That's just another one. But what you said is true. He was on his hands and knees in the dressing room, so to speak, thinking he wasn't even going to be able to go on. And then he caught that 1 second of whatever it is. You saw it. You were standing right there. In a brief second, he had the energy to stand up and then just let the adrenaline of the crowd carry him until he couldn't go anymore. And we walked up the stage and went to the hospital. And this has happened countless times in 21 years. And, he gives it all every night to the detriment of his own health. And it's not about the money. It's not about the ego. He walks off stage and he doesn't check his bank account. He asked me if all the fans were happy. Just to make it clear. Yeah. Sometimes if we have a 3 or 4 day break, our conversations are always, are the fans still happy? What are they saying on the internet? Is everybody still enjoying this or that? It's never, hey, how much money do I have, or how much am I getting paid? And and that's who he is. And I'm glad you brought that up. You actually saw it yourself firsthand.
I saw it firsthand, and I know it was real because I saw the look in your eye. And you and I have been friends for a long time. We've seen each other happy. We've seen each other sad. We've seen each other drunk off our asses. And I've never I've saw that look in your eye, and I was like, oh, all right, this is some serious stuff going on right now. But it's the artist. It's the artist in you, and you and I are cut from that same vein. That's why you and I literally during the pandemic, like once a week, once every 2 weeks, we would just do a, hey, how you holding up? Because we didn't have that outlet to perform in front of a live audience during that time.
Yeah, that was brutal. I remember.
Jeez. But that's the kind of thing. Like that's the energy that's going to be coming to the Turning Stone coming up on Saturday, October 19th. Bret Michaels, Party Gras, turningstone.com for tickets.
Big Papa in the
Only if I could do like a math bit with him and have him do some Steiner math. Do 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 do. Joe Tahan Furniture. Bum ba dum. Yeah, he is. I saw the I don't remember what it was, but somebody did a bio on him, and he punctured his lung or something when he was at Impact, and like they went in through, like they filleted his backs and like went in like and just oof. Then he was back in the ring like 2 weeks later or something crazy. But it is what it is. Like, you know, when you have a love and that's what you do. That's kind of like what I was talking with Pete about with Bret. You know, it's when you are a performer, when you're a performer, you the high you get from there's an energy you get from the crowd, and it's better than any drug that can be prescribed. It's better than any drug that you can get off the street. And that's why, like with wrestlers, a lot of wrestlers don't retire when, you know, their body is starting to tell them to, because they can't get, they're chasing that dragon, if you will. They're trying to get that high. Same thing with performers trying to get that high from the audience. There's nothing like it. And I first started getting it when I started doing bars, and I started hitting my stride as far as like hitting the right songs at the right time, and just like, you know, you've been like back in the day, you'd be in the bar and all of a sudden somebody hit the right song and everyone's like, oh, like, yeah, and being able to control a group of people or a crowd of people with just with the songs that you play and like with what you do, and having them sing along to something, and just, yeah, it really is. It is it's the most addictive drug there is. Well, Flair also need the money. And I hate talking about it like with me like that, because I never want to sound like braggadocious or douchalicious or anything like that, you know? Yeah. but it really is. It's something. Yeah, there's something there, you know.
News Channel 2, I'm Kristen Copeland on Mix 102.5. The Storm Tracker 2 weather team is calling for times of sun and clouds, highs in the low 70s. Tonight, a few clouds from time to time, low temperature of 48 degrees.
Morning, Joanne.
Update is brought to you by Clinton Tractor, the leader in service.
2.5. Yeah, no. Ba-ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Show enough. Lucky for me, I got that espresso or that Dunkin' coffee. Da-ba-da-bum is on vacation. Chainsmokers and Halsey Closer, the Tattoo on My Shoulder song, or How You Remind Me by Nickelback. Listen, Laura, I have legit DoorDash and ice cream sundae. Okay? So don't ever be like, oh, I DoorDash Dunkin'. No, I've done that plenty of time. But I'm also the fat kid that'll DoorDash Dunkin' and then double down and get like a McDonald's breakfast meal. Well, listen, Saturday. It's not our fault that you chose Dowdesville, okay? Laura, where are you? Oh, that's not it. Beautiful downtown Mohawk. Yeah, like the bustling metropolis of Mohawk is really just so much busier than Dowdesville. No, but trust me, I get what you're saying.
Is it that sweet? I guess so.
Oh, it's that sweet espresso.
That's that me espresso.
742 at Mix 102.5. Big Papa in the morning. We're live and local. Teachers time out today. 3:30 at Pizza Boys in New York Mills. You and your educational friends come hang out, have some drinks, get some prizes. It's going to be a good time. Thanks to Pizza Boys, A&P Master Images, Only Flowers, and Mix 102.5. Never. I definitely burped at the end of that. It's beautiful up there in Dowdesville, except for that main road. Yo, that main road. You remind me. This is how you remind me. Too much family down there. I'll stay where I'm at. All right, that's fair. That's fair. So Grandma B, my mom, Grandma B, has a bunch of family. She's one of 7. She's one of 7 brothers and sisters. And so when she got married, they moved to beautiful downtown Floyd. So it's close enough where you can get there, but it's far enough away where family just isn't randomly popping in. Yeah. Oldest of 9, 11 total. Jesus. Yeah, so there's something to be said about being far enough away where random family just isn't stopping and showing up. Nickelback's, I'll tell you what, Nickelback on the radio, a lot of their songs sound the same. But I saw them live back in the day. Here's the lineup. It was Nickelback, Stained, and Daughtry. It was when Daughtry first came out. And they were at SPAC, and Nickelback just melted everyone's face. They were incredible. And they figured out a way to take a red Solo cup of beer, and they were able to throw it in a way where, number one, they got lots of distance on it, and whoever in the audience would catch it and not a drop of beer would spill. It would be you get a full, hey, who wants a beer? Catch it, and you get a full beer. It was amazing. And any band that, can perfect the art of Solo cup beer throwing to their audience, to their fans, I'm here for it. Right? Of what I really am. The singer walked off after half an hour. I'm not a fan of Counting Crows. I've interviewed Adam Durst a couple times, and he just isn't a good interview. He's not very talkative. Until the time I brought up Woodstock 99, and then all he did was bash the promoters. Good morning, Kristen. And I saw it was Hootie and Counting Crows. Hootie opened up for Counting Crows. Hootie killed it. And then Counting Crows came on, and Adam Durst had like a meltdown mid-show, mid-set, started crying on stage, and half the people left because they were like, what in the hell? No, he wears it's all chopped off. He wears a wig on stage with the dreads on it. How disappointing is that? Yeah. Do. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, Darius puts on a good show. I saw him when he just started doing country, when he opened up for Lady A. Did you get lots of work done yesterday after your coffee? Actually, after I got done, I got coffee. I came back here. I got a handful of stuff done. Then I went home and I took like a power nap. Then came back here to finish a bunch of stuff. And then I was on some local podcast. And yeah, that was at 8 o'clock last night. So. But I definitely wouldn't have been able to get through the day without the coffee. Thanks, Joanne. And today I'm running on this. Yeah, absolutely, Lance. How was your day, Kristen? Bum, bum, bum. So, Kristen, there's a nonstop flight that goes from Syracuse to Denver, and then there's also a nonstop flight that goes from Albany to Denver. Just so you know. You're welcome. Live and local, it's Big Papa in the morning, Mix 102.5. The musical director and lead guitarist of the Bret Michaels Band, Pete Evick, gonna be at the Turning Stone Event Center Saturday, October 19th. Tickets are on sale now, turningstone.com. Get there early because there's gonna be a DJ playing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I the first actual DJ to open up? Normally you have bands and stuff, so they have an actual DJ play a set. That's kind of rare for you guys.
It is rare. As of right now, you are you were the very first. We've had a couple others over the last year do it. And then 3 or 4 times we've had Mason Tomlin, who is Pittsburgh Steelers coach's son, who is trying to break out in a rap career. We've let him come out and kind of do a little thing that it's not actually DJing. It's kind of DJ, that fine line between what DJing and rapping is these days. Yeah. And but you were the start of the revolution.
Well, thank you very much because the only reason that happened is because you and Bret both trust me with your audience. And that wouldn't happen without the trust, and I'm very happy to have had that. I got one. If you got time, I got one segment left for you. If you got a couple minutes.
Of course.
All right, let's take a break and come back. More with Pete Evick, Bret Michaels Band, Bret Michaels Party Gras coming up Saturday, October 19th at the Turning Stone. Turningstone.com.
Big Papa in the morning. The 90s to now. Mix 102.5.
I heard Stevie Nicks puts on a great show. You know what? That's a good question, Joanne.
Exercise is the key to unlocking vitality at any age. So what are you waiting for? Join me and my team of rockstar coaches at Fit Body Forever, where we don't let age determine one's ability, and it's never too late to get started. Get 3 weeks for only $57 and start living your best life. Call us for a free consultation. That's right, a free consultation at 315-725-3789 or message us on Facebook.
Looks like depends on where you want to sit. Looks like anywhere from $80 to anywhere from $80 to $130, depending upon where you want to sit. Now there's pressure. Realizing, people are paying that much to, granted, they're not paying for me. They're paying for Brett, but still. I feel pressure when people come to an event and I'm the entertainment and they drop like, $20 because it's a charity thing. Oh, Jesus. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Woo woo. Aw, Kristen. Look at you buttering me up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. How weird is that? Pete just told me on the air that I'm the first DJ to ever open up for him. What? What? Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Yeah, I had no clue. And the fact that the decision was made on the fly, like Brett asked me like 2 days before. Yeah. I was interviewing Brett and he just asked me on a whim. What's up, Sporty? How you doing, brother? How'd you do hunting? Magazine. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. And because it was rushed, it literally preparations. Haha. Like more that day of they wanted to I had to get my playlist approved. Yeah. So that was like, oh, and I had to make sure like I ended with like there was the last two songs had to be two specific songs in a particular order, which I would normally play, but not in that order. So it's just funny how, people are particular about certain things and whatever. Good morning, Friday. On a Thursday. Which is definitely not a hump day. Right, Kristen? It's been a lot of this today because I pre-recorded an interview with my guy Pete, so we've been playing a lot of that back this morning. Say I didn't warn you. Oh. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. And you love the game. H01 with Big Papa in the morning. We're live. We're local. We got a mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 73. Right now, we are at 48 degrees. Still a little foggy outside, so be careful. Shabuzi, it's a bar song Thursday morning.
The best mix.
Utica Rome. I think boom, boom, boom. Bum, bum, ba-dum, boom. 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Oh my, good Lord. Double shot of whiskey. History. Love getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Oh Lord. Yeah, if you go to mix1025.com, it's on there. Good Lord. Yeah, this hat's on there, and you can pick if you want to do a white back or like a dark gray back. The 2 to the 3 to the 4. Oh my, good Lord. Double shot of whiskey. Bar getting tipsy. Nick Daniels got a history. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. 8:04 at Mix 102.5 with Big Papa in the morning. News being brought to you by Steve Ponte Chevy.
From the News Channel 2 newsroom, I'm Kristen Copeland. ERL Intermodal in Utica hauls goods from New York and New Jersey ports to businesses across upstate New York and is closely watching the strike involving port workers. ERL usually has 40 to 50 trucks moving a day. Right now, it's more like 10. The port workers are asking for more money and less automation. A 65-year-old Cooperstown man was killed in a crash when he tried to avoid hitting a deer in the town of Morris. State police say Michael Welsh went off the road and crashed into a fence post Tuesday. It was on Highway 23. His passenger was taken to Bassett Healthcare with non-life-threatening injuries. The City of Utica Recreation Department will soon offer an after-school program at the Parkway Rec Center. It starts October 15th and is for Utica students in grades 7 through 12. Basketball, kickball, yoga, homework help. It's free thanks to a grant from the Edwin Wattis Foundation. For updates on these stories and more, head to WKTV.com.
Central New York weather.
It's being brought to you by Helio Health in Utica. Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 73. Partly cloudy tonight, low 47. And then for tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, high of 75 degrees. Right now, 48 with Big Papa in the morning. Mix 102.5. Let's go. The struggle is real, JoJo. Wow. Boop. Boop. Leave me alone. I kiss myself. I mean, I'd still bang you. But it definitely looks like you're not going to take any shit today. Where my girls at? That's my nickname from when I was little. JoJo? I called you Joe. There's another Joanne in here, and you're both local, so I'm just going to call you JoJo. Is that okay? Is it okay if I call you JoJo? Can I call you my JoJo? A JoJo? A boo boo? A boo 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 boo? Yes. We're on a nickname basis. Coolio. Mojo Jojo. Hot damn. Hot damn. So, Jojo, how was your AI thing yesterday? Java Joe. Yeah, it's crazy, right? All that stuff. I literally just got distracted by a squirrel. Squirrel! Yeah, it's incredible and amazing and scary all at the same time. Uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up, uptown funk you up. Said and flown it, and want it. Come on, dance. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum bum. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Bum ba-dum, dum da-dum, dum dum. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Uptown funk you up. Ba-ba-da-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
Hello, friends. We're here early. Live and local with Big Papa in the morning.
Hey, JoJo. I think my buddy Pete's going to be playing at the Turning Stone acoustically coming up next month. What? Oh, whoa. I think I worked that out. Yeah. And it's him, and he's got the drummer of the band Faster Pussycat with him. It's an acoustic thing, and it's literally just like hanging out, drinking, playing songs that everybody knows, and just telling stories and breaking balls. It's so much fun. So hopefully that'll get like inked soon so we can talk about it. Just see, lose control. Babba dabba. Bad habit. Jojo, by the way, the expression on your face where you said you were on the struggle bus today, that is a Banna facial expression. That is a Banna's having a bad morning facial expression. It's so funny. Because we were just talking about her the other day. That's what I'm saying. I lose control. Live and local, it's Big Papa in the morning, Mix 102.5. The musical director and lead guitarist of the Bret Michaels Band, Pete Evick, gonna be at the Turning Stone Event Center Saturday, October 19th. Tickets are on sale now, turningstone.com. You're the only person I know that's had their business affected by pirates.
Oh, it's the best story in the world. I couldn't believe it. Over and over again. I remember thinking, should I even post this? No one's going to even believe this is true, but it's real.
For people that don't know, Pete has a candle company in Manassas, Virginia. It's called Shining Soul. They ship everywhere. Best candles I've ever had. They last forever. The smell is incredible. But you actually had an issue, and pirates were the cause. Talk about that real quick. It's a great story.
My product was, and for the most part is still 100% American made and manufactured. During COVID, the Libby Glass Company, which is one of the great American companies that have been around for so long, shifted to, because of COVID, because of all the problems, had no choice but to have to start manufacturing some of their glass overseas. And two of the jars that I used to put my candles in were those jars. I really had no choice but to get them from overseas now, even though they're still Libby, an American company. So those jars were on a container ship on the way here. They got hijacked by pirates, and we went months without our jars because I don't know what pirates needed those jars for, but that stuff's real, man. That stuff's real.
That's incredible.
And then when we finally got the jars, it was like they'd been at the bottom of the ocean or something, because they were, you could smell the seawater, and they were filmy, and we had to put extra hours in just to wash the jars once we finally got them. But yeah, pirates hijacked the ship. It's crazy.
That's incredible. If you are into books, behind the scenes stuff, look for MTV Famous on Amazon. Get Pete's book. It's one of a couple books, but the book is literally like his come up in the industry. It's absolutely great. Can I ask you about the A&E biography stuff? Like, what was that like? Number one, being part of Bret's, but then being asked to be a part of other ones as well.
It was cool. I was honored to be able to be in those. It's interesting. I've been interviewed for so many of those things, from VH1, MTV, the E Channel, and then A&E, and they sit you down and they talk to you for like 4 hours. You say all this stuff where you think it's like this award-winning, sound bites, and then they use 30 seconds of everything you said, and but it's such an honor to be asked to do those things. It was originally Bret Michaels, Sammy Hagar, Dee Snider, and Sebastian Bach, and after they got done interviewing me with Bret, they said, we did our research on you, and you have close connections to all the artists. You have great stories and great history with all the artists. Would you let us interview for those? And I told them I'd be honored to be interviewed for Sammy Hagar and for Dee Snider, but I declined completely. I told him no. I had nothing to say to add to Sebastian.
Pete Evick, Bret Michaels, Party Gras, Turning Stone Event Center, Saturday, October 19th. Tickets are available now. TurningStone.com. Opening act is a DJ you may know. His name is Big Papa. And just an honor and a pleasure, Pete. Always a pleasure. Thank you for the time. And we'll see you on Saturday, October 19th at the Turning Stone, my friend.
All right. It'll be great. I can't wait to see you, buddy.
It's so funny. Boom, 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 boom. And morning, Booger. And I had to let Grandma B know that, like, there's, like, rules you have to follow when you're, like, backstage and hanging with, like, rock and roll people. You guys remember, some of you may have heard this story before. Grandma B was all about Philip Phillips when he was on American Idol that year. And then the station I was working at brought him to local college to play. And Jesus Christ. And so I introduced, Philip Phillips, Grandma B, Philip Phillips during the meet and greet. Grandma B grabbed him, pulled his face down, and planted one on him. Good morning, shenanigans. And so afterward, I was like, Mom, you're lucky it was me. You can't be doing that to, like, famous people. That's the easiest way for you to get, I don't care if you're an old lady or not, they will kick you out. Oh, but he's so adorable and just, oh, geez. Oh, gosh, all right. Fine. So the next time, like, the opportunity presented itself for her to see a celebrity was when I took her to Shenanigans. I hope you have a fantastic day. Shenanigans. I took her to see her favorite of all time was Kenny Rogers. And I'm like, now listen, you can't just he's old and frail. You just can't be grabbing Kenny Rogers and planting one on him. All right. Now, luckily, because I work at the Turning Stone, all the security guys know me, so they realize it's my mom. And she's like, okay, all right, I will. And so we get up, and say hi to Kenny Rogers, and he's just kind of standing there. And my mom goes, would it be okay if I gave you a kiss on the cheek? And he's like, oh, darling, my wife wouldn't necessarily like that, but you can give me a hug. Okay. But I literally have to I have to remind her not to just take. Grandma B, you just can't grab rock stars by the back of the head and, like, pull them down to you and kiss them. Yeah. Exactly, Jojo. All right, am I playing Just Dance from Gaga or Bye Bye Bye? Quick. Just Dance from Gaga or Bye 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 from NSYNC. There it is. Jojo, are you going to be at the Cheese Festival with your tea? Ba-ba-dum bum, ba-ba-dum bum, ba-ba-dum ba-dum bum bum.
Well, everyone's drink. They're like, and then I just walked into the house party. It's just so nice that people are like talking. You're so creative. You're so particular that it will be like I would become paralyzed if I had to figure out a way to propose to you. No, he proposed to me right after my birthday, and you're so creative. You're so particular that it will be like I would become paralyzed if I had to figure out a way to propose to you. No.
Bum 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 bum. Not vending, but you'll be there. Every other Saturday this month, I'll be singing my tea at events. That's awesome. Are you happy doing it? Like, is it scratching an itch? Not saying that you have itchies and, you know, critters or whatever. Get to go on stage with Kenny Rogers singing 12 Days of Christmas. Yep. Good to hear. Friday, that's actually Lady Gaga from Jimmy Kimmel last night. Bum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum.
He didn't do that. He actually threw me like a beautiful birthday. So creative. I thought he was maybe, but and to figure out a way to propose to you. No, he proposed to me right after my birthday, and so my birthday passed, and I was like, I thought he was going to propose maybe, but then he didn't do it on your birthday because sometimes guys will do that as an excuse to only get you one gift. He didn't do that. He actually threw me like a beautiful birthday dinner, and then we went on like a trip together, and we went rock climbing, and we've been rock climbing before, which was super fun. And for real? Yeah, for real. You climb rocks? I mean, I do now. I would do anything for love.
But I won't do that.
Dressed in like regular like Patagonia stuff, climbing up the rock with like one of those. No, I designed that too. No, I mean, I dress for safety and comfort. Because you gotta focus, because you gotta get to the top, and you have to go back down. Yeah. Otherwise, you still be up there. That's exactly. But you guys climb up, and then he proposes to you. He didn't propose to me at the top. You have to go back down. Yeah.
The burrito pie was excellent. Made wife potato soup and fried bread cheese sandwiches. Oh, God, that sounds amazing. Oh, that's what's up. You're a firework. Colors burst. So the wedding I'm doing, and I can't say this on the air, but the wedding I'm doing Saturday, they're gonna do fireworks, and the fireworks are gonna serve as a gender reveal because she just found out she's pregnant. Say what? 825 at Mix 102.5 with Big Papa in the morning. We're live. We're local. Mix of sun and clouds today. High of 73. Right now we are at 48 degrees downtown with Benson Boone. 'Tis a beautiful things on Mix 102.5. Good morning. Yeah, isn't that crazy? One drum. So we're, talking about this, that, and the other at this meeting I'm having with the bride and the groom earlier this week, and yeah, I brought my wife to a wedding. I was carrying. Aw. I got married because she was 19 and I was 21. And yeah, she was 19, I was 21, and her dad wouldn't let us live together unless we were married. So grab the shotgun and here we go. But no, they booked me over a year ago. And so yeah, they're like, yeah, we're doing fireworks at 7:45 because the photographer's done at 8, even though we're going till 9. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be our gender reveal. I was like, what? Gosh, how long was I married? Technically 6 years, but we separated after 4. And just divorces take a while. Yeah, I got my first marriage out of the way early. And nothing. Good morning, Kelly. And nothing happened. We got married for the wrong reason. We got married because she was pregnant, not because we loved each other, wanted to spend the rest of our lives together. Been married once. I've been engaged 3 times. Went through with it once. Jojo. You're not married? You're totally married. If not common law. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. We're just going to be Goldie and Kurt. Was married for 15 years. It'll be 9 years this spring. Well, Goldie talked about her long-term deal with Kurt Russell, and she's like, the key is the boom boom. Boom boom's the key. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, see? The brown chicken and the brown cow. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Hold me closer. Do. Bum, bum, bum. Boom Boom is very important. That's why, like, I understand people have ways that they want to live their life, but not to going for a test drive before buying the car, if you will. It took me 2 years to tell my wife I loved her. Listen, it is a scary thing. You know, all it takes is like to get hurt once, and it's just like, you know, you put the wall up and that's it for a long time. So it's scary to kind of like let the guard down, you know. Here's one on day shift for the first time since we got together, so I'm stoked. So you both are working days, so you actually can like spend some time together. Is that what you're saying, JoJo? Because that could either be awesome for you, or I'm going to start getting text messages in the middle of the night because you can't stand being around them all this time. So some relationships are made to be working opposite schedule. Elton John, Britney Spears. It's Mix 102.5. Big Papa in the morning, 8:31. Mix a set of clouds today. Highs in the 70s. Right now we are at 48 degrees downtown, and we're live and local. And we're doing it up. Of course, every morning we are streaming on YouTube and also on Twitch. And like when it comes to like the video streaming and the chats and stuff like that, my mic never turns off. So it's a constant conversation, whoever's in there, and it's a fun cast of characters, that's for sure. And the topics go all over the place. We don't talk politics, we don't talk religion, and there's a respect thing with everybody. And we're talking about like marriages and relationships and you know, when you got married, how many marriages, that kind of thing. And someone in the chat was mentioning how their significant other themselves, for the first time in like 10 years, are now working the same schedule. Before it was like one worked during the day, the other one worked at night. So they were like ships passing each day. So the amount of time they actually spent together was minimal. And well, that just changed. And I had mentioned that, listen, that's either going to be amazing because you get to spend more time together and you actually enjoy each other's company, or it's going to be awful because you're used to living your life a certain way, and now all of a sudden things are changing. The dynamic has changed, and you guys could end up on each other's nerves real quick. Like, I'm a huge wrestling fan. And a lot of times professional wrestlers are on the road all the time. And when they're off the road, a lot of times they butt heads with their family and with their significant others because they're just used to them being on the road. So it's like the dynamic works better the other way when they're spending less time together than when they are. So hopefully they don't get sick of each other real quick. Because obviously I just want happy, joy for everybody. Just saying. Speaking of happy, joy, Teacher's Time Out today. If you are a teacher, friend of a teacher, actually, if you just want to come and hang, you won't be able to win any of the door prizes, but we got 2-for-1 drinks. I'll be playing some music. It's going to be a good time. It starts at 3:30 because it's a teacher appreciation happy hour for teachers. So when do they get out of school? When the bell rings. So we're starting it at 3:30. They're going to be at Pizza Boys in New York Mills, and it's going to be a good time. Good time. First 50 teachers with student, I almost said student ID, school ID, get a free swag bag full of stuff. We have Comets tickets, we have show tickets, we have gift certificates, all kinds of ickets. If you want to ick it, Come down to Pizza Boys this afternoon. Teachers time out. Pizza Boys, A&P Master Images, Only's Flowers, Mix 102.5.
Celebrating our 10th anniversary.
Super duper fly.
White and Blue will once again appear along Utica's Memorial Parkway as the Good News Center once again presents Flags for Heroes, honoring our active military, veterans, and first responders. Hi, this is Brian Seville, Executive Director of the Good News Center.
And this is Jackie Mormon, Vice President of Citron's Clinical Development. Be a part of this beautiful tribute displaying the red, white, and blue of 1,000 American flags along the Utica
Shabba.
November 1st through the 11th.
All proceeds will benefit Citron's military program. This program helps veterans and service members returning from duty who are faced with physical, psychological, and emotional changes in their lives.
You can show your support in red
Let's see here.
honor or memory.
Yes. You have the best. Obviously, I have the best viewers. She didn't tell me she was expecting, but I found out through a calendar in the lab and said pick a day. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Bum 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 bum. For Kristen, hop a flight. I actually had Superfly Snuka I had in studio back in the day. One of my bouncers, when I DJ'd at Cavallo's, this is a local reference. When I DJ'd at Cavallo's, the two main bouncers when I was there was a guy, a deaf kid named Matt Hamill, who turned into an Ultimate Fighter. He was on the first season of Ultimate Fighter. And this guy, his name is Scotty Campione. And his family owns Campione Water. So he would like spend all day delivering the big jugs of water. And this dude was just jacked. And he had long curly hair and just the nicest guy. In fact, they both are the nicest guy. And then all of a sudden it just turns into like, whoop. Like they can turn it on and off like that. And on the weekends, he was a professional wrestler. Scotty was a professional wrestler. He actually had a match on WCW Thunder back in the day. And while there was a local match, and Scotty brought in Superfly Snuka, and they came in studio to come and hang and talk and whatnot. And so I got to hang out with the Super Duper Fly. Scotty's also the reason I got to have a drink with George the Animal Steel and the original Doink the Clown. Yep. Crazy, right? Zoomtan, .com, .org, .dot. It was funny how Stephen Baldwin, that's so funny. So back in the day, if you're not aware, Doink the Clown literally was an evil clown that wrestled. All right, so I'm at this whatchamacallit. I'm at this like hotel bar with my boy Scotty, and up walks George the Animal Steel and sits down, and we're all just BSing, and George the Animal Steel's telling stories, and he couldn't be nicer. And this guy's probably about like 5'6", 5'7", just wearing jeans, t-shirt, and a black leather jacket. He comes up, says hi to the guys, and I'm like, hi, I'm Gary. I'm, one of the local DJs. He's like, hi, I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Hi, I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, hi, I'm Doink. I was like, oh, all right, hi. It was very funny. What famous people have I met? There's a bunch. In person's different than like talking to you on the phone. The list that I've talked to on the phone is crazy. That I've actually met. Obviously Brett, Mark McGrath, Art Alexis from Everclear. That was a fun story. Bunch of wrestlers. I'm a huge wrestling dork, so that explains that. Florida Georgia Line, Luke Holmes, Lady A, Leanne Rimes, Tim McGraw, Dixie Chicks. Dixie Chicks did a free show at Vernon Downs back in the day. And I got to sit crisscross applesauce with my back against the security railing, like literally 5 feet from the Dixie Chicks as they performed. Check that out. A lot of times if it's a phone interview or whatnot, a lot of times that's set up through a publicist and they're in the process of promoting something. And so I only get to talk to them for like 8 to 10 minutes. And they set it up where they're talking to somebody different every 10 minutes. And they'll put like an hour aside or 2 hours aside. And just every 10 minutes, they're talking to somebody new in a different part of the country. And over the years, I had a really good, I've had really good relationships with PR people. And they trust that I'm not going to like make their clients look dumb, which is something that DJs and would try to do it sometimes. And I never understood it. And so like the celebrity would just be on the phone and then the PR person would patch them through, would call whichever station and then just kind of patch them through, that kind of thing. But like on air, I've interviewed everybody from Hillary Clinton to Chris Pratt, Queen Latifah, Jeff Dunham, Gabriel Iglesias. I met Gabriel too. He actually asked me to open for him in Syracuse a few years back. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm very fortunate and very fortunate and very humbled to be able to do what I do and be able to have had the opportunities that I've had being here in Utica. Rhonda, good morning. How are you, sweetheart? So funny. I went on a podcast yesterday and they're like, we want to make it about you since you make everything about everybody else. And I'm like, well, like I'm excited about things, but I don't necessarily like talking myself up voluntarily because that's not who I am. I'm not like, I'll be excited about stuff, but hey, remember the time? Like I'm not that douchebag. I'm alive, fully caffeinated. Let's get it. That a girl. Bump, just dance. Oh man, the American dream. I interviewed Cody. That is Lady Gaga, or if you're not sure where to put the emphasis, Lady Gaga. It's Just Dance. It's Mix 102.5. Big Pop in the morning, 8:44. She is engaged. How did the engagement happen? We'll get the details in the paparazzi pandemonium coming up in 6 minutes. Sabrina Carpenter, this is Feather on Mix 102.5. Live and local with Big Papa in the morning. Thanks, Donald. You deserve to talk yourself up every once in a while. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. When I was in high school and college, there's a local, like 4,000 to 5,000 seat arena here in Utica called the Utica Auditorium, and it's the home of the Utica Comets, and they did concerts, they bring in wrestling and all that stuff. All right. And when it was like my first year in college, I was like 17, 18 years old. WWE came into town. And because I worked there, I just kind of walked in because everybody knew me. And so I just got there early just to kind of see. I was like, and Shawn Michaels and Goldust were playing catch with a football. And Shawn Michaels was like at one end, and in the middle of the building was Goldust in the ring, and he was bouncing back and forth. And they, were playing catch with the football. And this is during the middle of when Shawn Michaels was like high on all the drugs, and he was either really nice or a huge prick. And he actually threw me the football. So and then I got to ask him about it afterward, which was funny. My first concert at the Good Charlotte Simple Plan. That's a good show. My first concert at the Odd was the Monkees. Yeah, it was the Monkees. And then my second real show was at SPAC, and it was Def Leppard and Ugly Kid Joe. And I was in junior high, and my friend's mom dropped us off at SPAC. We were like 12. And then she was just going to be there to pick us up at the end. Yep. Can you imagine dropping on your 12-year-old off at SPAC to go see a rock show? What? I saw Good Charlotte. They opened up for Justin Timberlake when Justin did the Love, Sex, Magic, Love Stoned, How Do You Do tour. Went and saw him in Toronto. Opening act was Good Charlotte. Then Justin came out and did about 40 minutes. He snuck away, and then up through the middle came up. Timbaland came out and did 20 minutes. And then Justin came back out and did another half an hour. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, Rhonda, it's like crazy stuff like all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so who the hell am I? You too, Booger. Always a pleasure, brother. Talk to God when I need a favor. Ba-ba-dum-bum. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-ba-dum-bum. I only talk to God when I need a favor. This morning, my girlfriend woke up. There was a shooting at the Jelly Roll concert in Philly. Whoa. Are you talking this morning? Only Taco Bell when I need some flavor. I'm here. Listen, I had to check. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like Hail Marys. Bop, beep, beep, boop. Ba-ba-dum-bum, dee-doo-doo. I only talk to God when I need a favor. That poor bastard. Oh. I felt so horrible for him. Yeah, man. God, I need a favor. My brother from another mother. It's Jelly Roll. Need a favor. Mix 102.5 with Big Papa in the morning time. Mix of sun and clouds today. Highs in the 70s. Right now, 48 degrees downtown. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like that. We're streaming all the time. Online, mix1025.com. We have a free mobile app. You can go to your app store, search for Mix 102.5. If you have an Amazon smart speaker, just say, Alexa, enable the Mix 102.5 skill. You can listen right through there. Yeah, we got a bajillion different ways to get to the content. Oh, honey, we got the content, honey. So, yeah, see, we got y'all hooked up.
What's happening in Hollywood?
It's just gossip right now, isn't it?
Let's find out.
Tough time with paparazzi.
Let's dish the dirt.
What is the hot gossip?
The pointless celebrity wannabe idiot.
It's the paparazzi pandemonium on Mix 102.5.
And that's the power of celebrity.
So Lady Gaga, of course, is in the new Joker movie, and she released a passion project to go along with the movie. And she was on Jimmy Kimmel Live last night, and Jimmy asked her about getting engaged. And she started off by saying that her and her now fiance went hiking.
Yeah, otherwise you'd still be up there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not good.
And so you guys climbed up, and then he proposes to you?
He didn't propose to me at the top. We climbed up to the top, and we looked around, and we took some photos, and then we went back down, and we were just like walking back to the room and talking, and he said, he actually was very Michael to ask me if he could ask me.
That is Minnesota, isn't it?
He wanted to know if it was okay to propose before he proposed, and I was like, yes, it's so okay.
So wait, he went up to the top, and then he didn't do it at the top?
No.
Are you sure this guy's okay? I mean, this is...
So yeah, they went hiking. They went to the top of the mountain. Then they came down from the mountain, and then he looked at Lady Gaga and said, "Is it okay if I propose to you right now?" So he got permission to propose. Listen, sometimes you got to. When you're nervous like that, it's a special kind of nervous when you're getting ready to propose. Just saying. But still, she looks super happy and super in love. And I can't wait to see the new Joker movie. Just saying. Facebook me how I'm gonna get it from the coffee place next to oh God. What, Petrillo coffee, whatever it is. Across from the Stanley there. You know what I'm talking about? I always forget the name. Yeah, Facebook me how you want it, and I'll do that. But I'm gonna go because I have to potty, and hit me up in the DMs and stuff. Otherwise, I'll catch you later.